Okay, get fired up here, students, because you are about to learn one of the most important skills for your e-drop shipping eBay business, and that is the art of optimization. Optimizing your title, without a shadow of a doubt, is probably one of the most important factors that's going to dictate your success in your store. As you learned earlier, understanding how search results work, your title plays a huge role for buyers looking for your item. So if you have a very well optimized title, more people are going to see your listing, more people are going to click on your listing, you're going to generate more sales. If your title is not as optimized, then it may take you a little bit longer and less frequent to get sales. Now, again, if you're brand new to all of this, you might not be great at optimizing the title right away. Don't worry, just keep practicing, keep mastering it, and you will get this skill down, all right? Also, do not be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to start a discussion on the right-hand side. Ask, hey, is this title optimized well enough? Or, hey, what other words can I add to my title? Okay? Don't be afraid to ask for help. Now remember, before you get into optimizing your title, the words that you choose, you want to choose them wisely, because the words are either going to increase your score and increase your rank for your listing, or it's actually going to hurt your score and decrease your rank in the listing, all right? Now, there's a tool that I actually utilize that makes optimizing the title a lot easier, okay? And that tool is right here, www.title/builder.com. I would jot this down. I would save it as a bookmark. I'll also include this link on the right hand side as well. Now, let me explain how this tool works. Basically, this tool pulls together all the search data, all the keywords, everybody's listings, and shows you what are the most searched words for that item you're looking for, and which words are your competitors using. So it is a very good starting point for creating your optimized title. Now, you also want to have that outside the box thinking, because sometimes you might be able to come up with the word for that item in your title that other people don't utilize. And that one word can give you the biggest advantage and increase your sales by a lot, all right? So let me show you how it works real quick. And we're going to be going over a couple items, and I will show you how I would personally optimize these titles to really understand how I think and how the title optimization thing works. Let's just say the first item, you want to list this selfie stick, okay? Looks like it's sold by this company called Lovezap. I would assume that that's a private label company. And this is their title on Amazon for this item. Okay. Now, when you go to your eBay listing, when you create your title, you'll notice that there's only 80 characters that you can use. Couple tips. You want to maximize that space. So you don't want to create a title with just 40 characters, because there's 40 more letters you can utilize to help you increase your score. So why wouldn't you use up that space? So use up as much of the space as you possibly can. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and start. So if you want, what I would do is I would copy the title from my source and I would keep it here. Okay. Obviously the title's too long and won't fit. So I would go to Title Builder and type in selfie stick. When you type this in, it's going to give you three categories: popular, search, and extra. If you notice here, it's going to show you the highest search volume for these words. So these are the words that are searched along with selfie stick. Okay. And you'll notice this bar, the longer the bar is, the more that it's searched. So iPhone selfie stick is searched a lot more than phone selfie stick. iPhone selfie stick is searched a lot more than HTC selfie stick. So a word that you will want to use in your title is iPhone. Now remember, before you add these words to your title, you want to make sure it's relevant to your title. You don't want to be putting in the word battery in your title when a battery doesn't come along with it. Okay, so again, make sure that it's relevant and it goes along with the item you're selling. You don't want to come across as misleading or anything like that, because you can get some bad feedback for doing that. So iPhone is a word I would have in there. And this section right here shows you the most searched words. Okay. Samsung is another commonly searched word along with selfie stick. So Samsung selfie stick or holder selfie stick. Okay. I want to make sure I have these words in there. And these are extra words that other competitors use in their listings to create sales. So obviously selfie stick is already in the title. Monopod is a very popular one. Handheld is next in line. Extendable is up there. Bluetooth is also up there. And a little bit less search volume is shutter, smartphone, believe it or not, remote. So now knowing this information, I would go back, look at my title, okay? Here's how I would do it. I would take out the word Love Zap, because you want to think like a buyer. Most buyers probably don't even know that brand Love Zap, and they're probably not going to search for Love Zap, okay? I would keep this word extendable, because the word extendable is in here as well, okay? Selfie stick, build in, I would take that out. I would probably put iPhone right here, because we remembered iPhone is a very popular title, and you want to make sure your title kind of flows together. It doesn't 100% have to make sense, but as long as it is understandable. Okay, Bluetooth looks like was a very powerful word to have, so I would keep that in there. I would take out the word universal, because that doesn't, unless I have a lot of room and I'm out of ideas, I would keep that in there as well. Okay, so phone, holder, phone I wouldn't necessarily keep in there. I would add in Samsung, selfie stick, monopod, handheld. So I would take out the word phone and I would put Samsung. So extendable, iPhone, Samsung selfie stick, Bluetooth, monopod, and handheld definitely should be in there. I would put handheld here. Bluetooth, monopod, and I have 6 spaces left. Let's see if we can find a 4 or 5 letter word that we can stick in here. And I would put maybe HTC. I put HTC in here as well. So I would put extendable, iPhone, Samsung, HTC, selfie stick, holder, handheld, Bluetooth, monopod. This is an optimized title for this item that you're trying to sell. Okay, so this is a lot better than just putting awesome selfie stick or super duper cool selfie stick for your phone, right? This, again, the reason why is these are commonly searched words that people type in on eBay, and when you have these words in your title, eBay is going to kick back that potential buyer's search results. And as long as you have these words in your title, in your description, you have a good picture, they should be able to see your listing and turn that into a sale. Okay, let's do another item. So let's say this is one of your items that you want to sell and you found your source, and let's say your source is on Amazon again. And you're going to sell these Kerr 0518 wide mouth mason jar pint 16 ounce case of 12, all right? You're going to copy that, paste it into your title area. Okay, now you're going to figure out which words are going to help your score, and you're going to optimize your title. So what is this item? This item is basically some mason jars. You're going to go to Title Builder, type in mason jars. Okay, now let's see and cross compare which words you would use. Mason, ball, jar, jars, canning, blue, quart. So obviously blue you're not going to use because these aren't blue jars. Quart you're not going to use because these are pint, right? You could put jars or jar, mason, canning. Canning is a word that is not in this title. So obviously, I would add in the word canning. I'd probably take out 0518. Now, I would keep the word Kerr because that's a very popular brand that most people associate the mason jars with. I would keep the word wide mouth because that's the type of jar it is. So I put Kerr wide mouth, and I would make it look nice like this. Wide mouth. And I would put canning mason jars. I'll probably put a comma here. Pint. Let's see what other words we can utilize. Extra. Vintage. Lids. Lid. Pint. Glass. Wow, these are awesome words. Now I would put glass. Okay, case of 12, I would take that out because that's in your description. I would take out 16 ounce as well because pint pretty much means 16 ounce. So I would put glass, jar, because you can have to use jar and jars in there. Wedding, a lot of people use these jars and make wedding gifts out of them or wedding decorations. So I would absolutely put the word wedding in there too. Maybe put wedding decor. Okay, there you go. Right? Lids. I would put the word lids in here because it does come with lids. Glass jar, mason jars, lids. Okay, you still have 9 left. Yeah, I would put the word 16 ounce in here. Now, I would now add 16 ounce. And here's the result of an optimized title. So we went from this to this. Two really important questions you want to ask yourself while you're optimizing your title. The first is, who is my ideal buyer of this item? Okay. The second is, what would that buyer search or type in to find this item? So those are two questions you always want to ask yourself while you're making up and optimizing your titles. Another thing I do want to mention as well is when you're using Title Builder, the ideal amount of words is between 2 to 3 words. So no less than 2 words should be used when you're searching for relevant keywords, and no more than 3 words should be used, okay? Sometimes you might only have 1 word that you can use. That's fine too, but you're going to get a very generic result. So again, you want to kind of define more of the actual item by keeping it within 2 to 3 words. Okay, let's do one more. Let's say the next item that you want to list on your store is from Lowe's.com. Okay, it's this Cuisinart 34 ounce stainless steel and black juice extractor. You're going to go ahead and place it in here, and you'll notice that with this title, there's a lot more room, and you've included all these words. Now the key is, do you want to keep these words are already in the title from Lowe's.com? So let's go ahead and go here, and we're going to type in Cuisinart juicer. Okay, so juicer and extractor are already in our title. Citrus is a relevant word. Pulp is a relevant word, but it's not as high. So I would make sure I would go from top to bottom. So citrus is a good one. 5-speed compact. Stainless is already there. Okay, so as you can see, there's not that much results. Now here's where you want to kind of think outside the box, okay? Maybe try juice extractor, see what that comes up with. Breville, that's a different brand. Fruit, here you go, fruit, vegetable. There we go. So I would include the word vegetable and fruit in this title. Cuisinart 34 ounce stainless steel and black fruit and fruit, vegetable, citrus, citrus juice extractor. Okay, 34 ounce is not important. Let me see if I can find another 4 or 5 letter word that I would put in there in place of 34 ounce. Beach, Steel, Hamilton. If you can't find any other word, then just go ahead and keep it like that. Cuisinart juicer. 1,500. Pulp. Okay, I would take out the word 34 ounce and replace it with pulp. So Cuisinart stainless steel and black, fruit, vegetable, citrus, pulp, juice extractor is the new and optimized title. So as you can see, having a title like this will get more people to see my listing versus this title, okay? Because this original title is a good title, but is not optimized. If people are searching for fruit juicer and your listing title was this right here, they're not going to see, your listing is not going to come up as a search result, okay? If someone was typing in vegetable extractor or vegetable juicer, guess what? Again, if you have this title, your listing is not going to show up on their search results, right? Or if someone was typing in citrus juicer or pulp extractor, those words are not going to pull up your search results if you have just this non-optimized title. So now I hope you understand the power of optimizing your title with this exercise. So now that you understand how important it is to have an optimized title and how that affects your sales, go ahead and practice this, okay? Master it, become really good at it, ask questions about it, and you'll be surprised on how this will play a big role for your success.